I welcome you, my dear Virgo. Today, the constellation of the Sun is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the death. And 1st of November here in Europe is Halloween, or like it says, tous les saints. This is in French. It's Halloween day, and hallow, to make hallow, is to make something holy, is to make something sacred, and to honor those angels, to honor those who have been before us in this dimension and started to teach us the true meaning of life, which is love. So the Sun in Scorpio, bringing big transformation. Today on the 1st November begins the Celtic year, and also they said today begins winter, which is not totally true. Winter begins on the 21st, officially on the 21st of December. But as you can see, the phoenix rising out of its ashes, the deep transformation of putting your feet above your head in Scorpio pose, the deep transformation from the subconscious rising into the higher conscious. The Sun now highlighting the waning moon in Virgo, and Virgo is introspection. Virgo is looking at its past and from the past into the future, so both look at each other in between the chakras, in between the vibrational energy of our endocrine system, and a transformation here that brings a deep liberation to us. Now, Scorpio is a water sign. The Hebrew word noon, which is fish, here in the water, in the deep waters of the world's oceans. Here, this is an earth sign, very strong, up in the mountain again. We went through 9 stages and arrive here and looking at the future self that says, yeah, well, you have more stages to go. And Mercury behind as the messenger of the gods that brings, when we go in transition, near-death experiences. And so the veil today is very thin. And you know, through Halloween, that we play the dead, that we are bringing the dead to life just for a day. We honor them, but mainly it means to make holy, to make something sacred again. That's what Halloween means. You are the Knight of Pentacles. You are standing here very strong, very solid, the black horse, the feminine horse. And I would create the humble warrior out of you. I'm starting slowly to look into how I'm going to make these cards. If your birthday is between August 13 and September 11th, you are the Knight of Pentacles. So please, if your birthday is somehow before or after, look in the description box for your court card. Now, this combination today is bringing us very powerful energy. I just picked the Mystical Shaman Oracle from Alberto Villoldo. The connections that we form on a physical level will transcend us through the Scorpio, through the Sun that's highlighting the moon, and the introspection, the physical introspection that we experience here is bringing a whole new awareness to us. Now, the first card that came out is the Mystical Shaman. Very beautiful card, number 38. And 38 counted together is the number 12. 12 is a 3. 3 is the Empress. 3 is the mixture between Scorpio and Virgo. There is a birth, a new birth, a transition. We're not vanishing into just nothingness. We will be born again. A completion has formed and helps us to shift in our consciousness. So the essence, let's have a look of what the essence says to you. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In so doing, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. So today in the Halloween, you get a glimpse, a view to being a shaman. You get a glimpse of understanding the veil has separated, so you get a look at yourself, at your future self that is looking at the past and says, don't worry, you will grow, you will shift, you will understand more and more. The more you're here in this life, in this dimension, and shifting back and forth and understanding that the physical needs the spiritual and the spiritual needs the physical, you will learn and grow. And the transformation that comes through Scorpio, the deep transformation of death, like the leaves that we can see now, which I created as the flowers. It's not really flowers, right? But I wanted to have them. So you can see that even these colors are like the wings of the phoenix. These wings are giving us an understanding that death is fiery, death is alive, death is not death. Death is just a transformation. The second oracle card from, one moment, the mystical oracle of mystical moments is the number 28. Can you hear me? And it's almost like the dead are calling to you. Loneliness, cry for help, communication. Though to me it seems she is calling. They're facing back to back. They don't need to communicate face to face. They know they exist. So the shaman is looking back into the past. The shaman knows that he has a path. He has taken a path, and now it continues. The shaman is the one that is alone. He's not lonely. He's alone, and he likes to be alone. You are up on the mountain, and not many people go up back to the mountains. They rather stay down where it's more convenient for them to be in this life in this dimension. So there is a deep longing to connect. It feels to me that Scorpio is bringing the deep ocean, the part of us that is half fish, or we're coming from the fish, the Piscean energy that comes out of us into humanness. And let's see what the deck is saying. I shuffled, I'm just gonna split it in two and place 6 cards here. 6 is the hexagram, which I like. We already have 2, now we have 8 cards here, right? I like to play also with the numbers. Okay. I'm just gonna have a look at it. Yeah. The first card that is coming up is the 10 of Earth. And 10s are always an ending. 10s are 1 and 0. And 1 and 0 is happening in the 28 as well. It's a 10. You are moving, driven deep from the mystical shaman. You are moving forward into your spiritual, physical richness, because the 10 of Earth or the 10 of Pentacles is a richness, an understanding of Mercury in Virgo. And Mercury is the messenger of the gods. So you are understanding now how you can bring out of this longing a financial energy that can nourish all of Earth's inhabitants. That earthly connection goes into the 2 of the creativity, the 2 of fire. And it looks like this little lantern has the spiritual connection to the Hermit. And there is also, it doesn't continue here, there is an ending. And you are looking over the edge and saying, where do I want to go with the amount of money that I have now? What do I want to do when I have a lot? This is the thing. Most people want a lot of money, but they don't even know what they would do with the money when they have it. They don't realize how much money can shift and change them, and not just them, the people around. All of a sudden everybody's nice and friendly and please help me and do this for me and do that for me. People shift so dramatically, it brings them back to where they were before. Where do you go from the 2 of fire? You go to the Hermit. You, rather than exposing and showing off the money, you are going deeper within. You are looking through the lantern into your own light. You are looking at yourself and you're saying, well done. You made the money. Now continue to evolve and go deeper within, because the outer aspect of money is not giving you any happiness. Never. It's finding the inner happiness, searching further with this lantern yourself, who you are, who you will become, looking at the future self and the future looking at the past self. Then this is really powerful, you finding a new love of who you truly are, the messenger of Earth. This is you. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is you. You're here finding a true love because this is the Holy Grail. This is the pearl that can only grow if something is pushing you. If a pearl comes out of a grain of sand that has gotten into its shells and it's trying to get rid of it. So a piece of sand is the initiation of a pearl, of something very valuable these days, because it takes quite 4 to 5 years for a pearl to grow. And not every pearl is strong enough and beautiful enough to be made into a jewelry. So you find the pearl within yourself, you find who you truly are, you find another shell, and you come to the 5 of water. And we know that the 5 of water is sadness, but you will find in the depth, in the making of this pearl, in the finding who you truly are. And this is for those people who have their birthday between this time frame, like I said, between the August 13 and September 11. So please look if your birthday is earlier or after. Of course, you have another court card. Nevertheless, this is Virgo, right? So if you define yourself as a Virgo, then this card speaks to you. So you will find, by going deeper within, by looking at this grain of sand, looking at the grain of sand, you will understand what makes you you, makes you unique, even in this sadness, even in this feeling of drowning, in this feeling of there is, though, again, the seahorse. And the seahorse is the only male that can carry the babies and give birth to the babies. So you are shifting within, to find, to go deeper within, into the layers, to find who you truly are, to find the strength that comes out of deep within you. And even a sadness is okay. Even this sadness is saying it's part of the grain of sand that created the pearl. And here you are understanding that even the sadness creates out of you something very, very beautiful. And the words that come with this card is releasing grief, allowing sadness to rise and fall, forgiveness, because in the word forgiveness is giving all people who have created the negativity or whatever they did to you to make you sad, you give that back to them by forgiving. The ebb and flow of emotions. So start feeling the emotions, but become not part of the emotions anymore. It's a heart here. Allow the heart's intelligence to heal you. Allow to focus on the deeper aspects of you, the pearl that is formed because you have understood what sadness means. You have understood what it means when someone has not given you maybe the love that you think you deserve, but that made you stronger, that made you yourself, because only you can give yourself the true love. And you don't have to let the sadness disappear, because sadness is part of who you are. It's part of a process, and it leads you to, wow, the world. Now this is powerful. The German reading started with the world, and the English reading ends with the world. So powerful. Then the world is yours. Then You are here at the beginning. Here is the 38, which is a 12. Here is a 21, which is then the reverse of the 12, which is 2 and 1, and here is 1 and 2. And this in the end is a 3, and this in the end is a 3. And 3, 3, we don't count together because 3, 3 is a master number, and we never count those numbers together. Now it brings you back through the world events to you, to who you truly are, which is the mystical shaman that is not defined by nothing. He's free from all emotional holdback. He's free even from mental energies that hold him back. He's free from just about anything. He forgives again and again because he knows he gives back what people want to push onto him. It's their stories that they put on you, and it made you who you are, but you can forgive and give it back to them. So here there is a cyclical closing between the 3-3, a new world. 3-3 is also the age of Jesus Christ on the cross. And Jesus Christ for me on the cross is rather the sun that is walking or traveling through the 12 zodiac signs. The invitation. When the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even to yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. Life manifesting not only for you, but for the collective, for a collective of like-minded, of a tribe, of a community that wants to evolve, and it's a 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 3. So we have 3 in, hold on. So we have a 3 in here, we have a 3 as the 21, and we have 3 worlds. And we have the calling, so now let me hold this the way it's supposed to be. We have the world, we have a calling to bring a new manifested world into being. The 3 is the baby, the 3 is the empress, the 3 is the fertility. The earth is always fertile for those who honor her, for those who can see her deep longing to connect with all beings, all plants, all animals, all are important. And you are calling to the world, you are calling her, and you are ready to emotionally bring this healing to her. You are ready to, when you heal yourself, you heal others around you. You're ready to face yourself and to be, hey, I love yourself. I love you. I am here for you. I am healing myself so I can heal others by inspiration, by being me in the sadness, in this calling for the others, a calling that you are longing for a long time. It's not just this life, it's many lives you are longing to be heard. And I think finally you are heard. Finally the world is hearing you. Finally the world is seeing who you truly are as the hermit that is looking, that is constant looking within, searching in the dark for the light, holding the keys to the lock, holding the keys to unlocking deep desires that Scorpio holds within itself, and so to help others to find the same longing and the same understanding of who we truly are, which is what Halloween is doing to us. We are spirits, we are saints, we are living saints that can make a difference in this earth, in this planet Earth. And then you are finding the true love of who you really want to become, a love that is happening from within you, and then you can just leave this little bit of sadness just simply just as it is, and you can hear, understand that the financial search for money comes only if you also find within you a certain happiness, not even a certain, a full happiness, a full completion, a cycle that says you have arrived. You have arrived at who you are going to become. 9, 9, twice the 9. 9, 9. I mean, it's 333. It's 333. The 333 is a 9 when we calculate it together, right? But we don't calculate together. Nevertheless, we have 3, we have a 3, we have a 3, and we have another 3 planets here in it. 4 times the 3, 4 times the 3 means I am healing my emotional heart. I am healing through the hexagram, through the central chakra, the heart chakra. I am healing emotionally and are able to let go of things that I might have hold on for way too long. Wow, so beautiful. Beautiful. Such a beautiful reading. So you are shifting profoundly through Scorpio, and I'm really happy to see that right here. Now I hope I see you in the next reading. The next reading will be the Sun in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the guardian angel. So again, the angelic energy, the Halloween, or that which we make sacred, the saints that have come before and healed themselves as well, is solidifying in the Sun in Sagittarius next month. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.